you said, Tyson likes to control and likes to control a conversation and control an interview. So
was he? Did he do that?
Interesting, because I sort of prodded at him and poked at him, and you know.
He just more or less runs the interview, though, innit? He just rabbits on, innit?
It was fun because it was like, you know, I knew at any point in time I could have just let him go. I could have just let him run up his gums and say a whole load of crap. I could have let him just do that. But no, you know what? I'm going to creep my way into this interview. I'm going to really creep my way in. Calm and relaxed. And at some point I thought, you know what? Screw this. At the end of the day, it's Tyson Fury. So I just started, you know, I didn't go with the David Price thing. I left it to one side. But by the end, it was David Price he was going at. He called Price a pussy.
He called Price a pussy. Oh, that's rated. Really? I got a thumbs up already, bro. Go on.
He left a message for the critics. He told the critics, "Fuck you."
Is that what you? Oh my! Are you gonna edit it?
No. What?
You let that go up.
What did you say again?
He told the critics to fuck you, basically.
Whoa.
He mentioned any names? Colin Hart or someone?
He mentioned Colin Hart. Yeah, he said Colin Hart said that Chisora would beat me, and he put his house on it. He said, "Well, you know what? He should have put his house on it, right? Because I wouldn't be living in this bloody caravan now, and I'd be living in London now, and he could have my caravan instead."
Is he living in the caravan?
Yeah, but he's a traveller, isn't he? So
yeah, he still lives that life, man. I mean,
what the heck? He's still living that life? Well, he must be out of his damn mind. Thingy must be bumping him in the money, bro. What's his name?
Hennessy's looking after me. No. But then you go listen to Tyson was fighting for free, and he did. I mean, I really do believe when the guy talks, when you listen to talk to him, aside all the PR shit and all the running the gums off, seriously, and the man's got his head screwed on. But he's no mug. When he's calling all these people out and running up his gums, of course, it draws publicity. So you don't need a PR agent. You know?
Is he still on the MMA thing?
Oh, you know, that's all tongue in cheek. You
asked him about that.
I was in there and said, "What are you going to do with this UFC business, man?" He's like, I'll fight him anytime. I'll fight him, I'll duff him, I'll do this. He ain't going to duff no, he ain't going to fight no one.
Yeah. He like the interview you did with his uncle, innit? That's why he troubled you, innit?
Well, I don't know, because I don't know.
Yeah, his uncle, I saw on Twitter, his uncle recommended it to you, because he liked the job that you did with his uncle. You made it look good.
Because he's been looking at you for a while. I've noticed for the last year he's been watching my videos.
Really?
So, yeah, I got DM'd about it. So, but he's not the only one. They're all watching it on Sly. Frank Warren.
Yeah, good.
They're watching.
They're watching you on the Sly, yeah?
They're watching. Listen, when I went to go and see, when I went and saw Hey Chisora, yeah, I said before, like when I saw Adam Booth, yeah, he saw me and he recognised me straight away. He's like, "Oh, hi." I was like, "Hold on, you don't know me from Adam." And pardon the pun, but you don't know me, right? And he's like, but he recognised me. I thought, now how would you have recognised me? Boxing videos, right? Yes, I understand you.
Okay, yeah. Wait, see the video. Are you gonna give it to Dereck Chisora and see what he says now? Did he mention Dereck? Did he make? Because Dereck Chisora, Fat Warren wants that number 2 in it. He wants Tyson Fury, Chisora 2.
Tyson Fury's got some interesting things to say about that. That fight can happen. He says he's a journeyman. That's all Chisora is.
That's how he sees him, yeah.
He says, "Listen, I dust him off." He basically said, "I dust him off." It was a bully and I dust him off. It's as simple as that, really, more or less.
Yeah. Tyson can talk. How long did it go for?
Yeah, he can talk.
1 hour.
Oh, that's pretty good, man.
1 hour. So you got some stuff in there, man.
You got some stuff to edit this time, boy.
No, I'm not editing shit.
He's gonna keep it raw.
He's gonna edit. Of course, he's gonna edit. He's not. You're not uploading that now. Are you uploading it up now?
No, because I'm just finishing off a Steve Goodwin interview. I'm going to send that out. That's quite an interesting interview because it reveals a lot about the boxing business, what's really going on behind the scenes. So that's going to get flown. That's going to be out tonight. Yeah. And then I've got an interview with. I had a wicked interview. 2 hours with James Bashir.
Who's he?
He trained. He was around the days of Ali. So when he was a kid growing up, he was watching Ali train in the gym and stuff like that.
He trained him in the late stages, though, didn't he?
Pardon?
He trained him in the late stages when he fought Burbick and Holmes and them guys, though, didn't he?
At that time, he was still young. Bashir.
He was
Bashir Ali,
a bullheaded guy.
Pardon?
Bullheaded guy. Black guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it, yeah.
So, I had 2 hours conversation. We talked back and forth because, a lot of the things he was saying to me is what my old American trainer used to say to me. So, and he was very old school. So we talked about stuff. He said, I remember when I was training, there was no pad work. We did no pad work. What happened was the trainer put his hands in front of you and, you had to hit the pads. He'd pull your hands away. And if you miss a shot and you pull the muscle by trying to throw it overextended with a jab, he'd slap you in the face.
Yeah, that's what
It's funny you're bringing that guy up, man. It's funny you're bringing him up. I was watching Ali versus Holmes. Not the fight, but the build-up. And there was
ESPN
interacting between the two fighters. And that Bashir, when Ali was sparring, he came back to the corner. And you could see in his face that he knew that Ali shouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't say anything, but just the body language and the facial expression just told the story that Ali just shouldn't have been pitching at that stage. But
listen, when I talk about a raw interview, I mean, there's nothing Tyson. Trust me this way, there's nothing Tyson Fury could say that would shock you guys. But there's a lot of things Bashir said that you would think, oh my God, you are actually going to say them things, and he just said them. I'm like, shit. I mean, I'd say them things, but he's in the business.
So when you're posting that one up?
That's going to get posted probably late next week because it's a 2-hour interview, so I have to break that up, chop that up, and do the editing for it. But what I've done, I know, so I've got to break it in 2 parts. So when you're sitting down, when you're talking to a man like that with such experience and such knowledge, you could put Rosado, Fury, Boot, you could put them all in one room, and they can't give you the experience and the wealth of knowledge that a man like that can give you.
No, of course not.
And not just on a boxing tip, on a spiritual tip. Then when your man starts talking that kind of level,
life journey.
And he's talking them kind of cornerstones, them kind of life experiences that that you have to walk through in certain doors. If you're fighting, you walk through certain doors, and there's certain things that you can't avoid. And so when he was talking about those things, it was like me just going through and just running through a corridor of the experiences I had as a fighter, just growing up and wanting to train and meet Jackie Callan and trying to get that happening, and training with Miami and being in Roy Jones' gym. All those experiences to being kicked out of the gym when Don King was walking into the gym, and it was Randall Bailey's gym. All those sort of experiences, to the session with the Mexican guy, all those experiences, and the things the trainers would say to you back then that really you would have probably taken for granted, but now you think they think shit. And then you look at all these kind of new age trainers. We talked about strength and conditioning trainers, doesn't rate them, thinks they're full of shit. Then he asked,
why do you say that? Why are they full of shit? Why does he say it? Why do you think so, Errol?
Well, he talks about Alex Ariza. He said when in the days of Ali, Fraser, Foreman, Tyson, these guys, strength and conditioning trainers weren't about. He said that trainers got people into shape. That was what the trainer did. Yeah. And Alex Ariza, who's Alex Ariza? He said, who's Alex Ariza? In terms of, who's Alex Ariza? You're going to be fit in the 10th and 11th and the 12th round, or you'll be able to explode in the 8th round. How the hell does Alex Ariza know that? Because Alex Ariza's never been... Has anyone seen Alex Ariza box? Has anyone ever...
The reason why I say that, they're specialists, but not specialists like boxers. If you know when boxers is normally in the amateurs, they don't need that. So what they're there for? You get yourself in shape, you skip yourself, you just do your road work, you know what you're supposed to do. What do you need them for? You know what I mean? Obviously, diet, then you could have, obviously they can tell you what food to eat and whatever, but that's about it.
But let me tell you something. That's because there's a lack. All these old school trainers, they got your diet sorted. They made sure you had less of injuries. They did things. The old school trainers did things the right and proper way. So you had your diet in shape. They disciplined, because they were disciplined then, so they wouldn't let you be slack.
Yeah, the man Marius is a perfect example. He used to cook food.
Yeah, there you go. Man, exactly. So
he used to make sure they ate the right food. He knew it was putting into their body. He didn't need that. He was everything, innit?
Do you think a man? You think Alex Ariza could go up to Ali Mansour and tell him, "Oh, I think a man should be doing this, and a man should do this"?
Nah, he wouldn't do that anyway. He wouldn't do that anyway. But what do you think, Beats? Go, you want to say something?
Yeah. Let's just take the heavyweight division for example.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Like back in the day, if a light heavyweight like Evander Holyfield started pro as a light heavyweight, then he moved up to cruiser.
He did.
Now
he did.
Back then, for someone like Ezra Charles to move up, he'd only have to put on, 30. He could come in, a heavyweight could easily fight at 13.5 stone back in the 40s. Easy.
Yes.
14 stone. You could do that. But let's say Holyfield, when he moved up from cruiserweight, he was, by this time in the 80s and 90s, them guys are 16, 17 stone, full of muscle. 6'4",
right.
6'5". So
Right. Well, in the video
he had a specialist. He had a specialist guy, and I think was it Mark Hallmark or something Hallmark? I think Tim Hallmark.
Yes, Tim Hallmark. Yes.
And that guy, like, he specialized in nutrition and certain new advanced training methods to get Holyfield where he was.
Let me ask you a question. Now, Bashir kind of talked about that as well. He says, look at the body structure of someone like Evander Holyfield. He said that his body was perfect, and he said to me, if you can sit down and tell me that man wasn't on something, then he was on something. I was according to Bashir, and he said there's certain telltale signs you know when an individual actually goes into quite depth of how you know a fighter's been tampering with stuff. So he believes
that's interesting. You say that, because Evander Holyfield and them man's there. He's generation, and he was the first advanced. Used to use all the technology of all the stuff he was using, and also from his era with Mike Tyson never used to use none of that shit, as far as I knew anyway.
But he even went on to talk about Tyson's body shape as well. He was questioning Tyson's body shape.
Yeah. I think he said that. Now we talked to Chris Bird about that shit. At the time, Chris Bird did say that they've been taking it shit.
He said. Exactly, and he said around that time, even back in Bashir's time, he said when he was a fighter, he used creatine. So creatine was always around. And he said he started using creatine for his own knowledge to find out what it was about. But he said at the end of the day, that when you start relying on that stuff, like he mentioned, you can put all the PEDs in your system, but if you can't fight, you can't fight.
Yeah.
So you can stuff yourself. So I said, there are fights who've had PEDs and got knocked out in the first round. Didn't mention any names, and he went, "Yeah, that's because they've got a poor technique and they can't fight for shit."
Yeah.
But he says that. But if your technique's good, then it's going to give you an edge. But he talked about stuff like spots on the back of a person's neck and their skin. That's how you tell if someone's on PEDs. Yeah. There's some things. He said there's certain things on the body you can see when they're up close to fighting.
What do the spots mean?
There's certain ways the spots come up. That's a reaction to the stuff that's put in the body, and you can't hide that. He says.
Okay.
He says there's a lot of fighters in the game that are doing it, but the thing is, because as I kind of asked him, if covered in bodies, and the fighters are in it together in terms of money and the management. If the sanctioning bodies are getting a cut of your pay check and they're getting 1 or 2 million out of it, why the hell are they going to try and expose you?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, there's no motivation, obviously.
Why am I going to punish you? Hey, every time you fight, I get 3 million. What the hell am I going to punish you for? For what?
If that's the, you know what? If you look at the Mike Tyson when he went against Spinks, and if he was taking steroids, and then you do, and the Wahid Khalid versus Evander Holyfield for the undisputed cruiserweight belt.
Yep.
Take away them steroids, man. It's an even playing field from that point onwards.
There you go.
It's long, man, because that man there, Michael Spence, he never took none of that. And Larry Holmes never took none of that shit. He didn't need to.
You think about something. Evander Holyfield's waist is 32 waist. Yeah. And also remember this. Evander Holyfield, before he went, I heard a story, he was put in a growth bag. Did you know that?
A growth bag? What the fuck's that?
That basically means I think he was around about 6 foot, and he wasn't tall enough. He didn't think he was tall enough to match with the heavyweights. He grew, I think, 2 or 3 inches before he got into the heavyweight division.
How can he grow, man? He was over 18. He was over 18.
Yeah, but they said the growth hormones, and they said also that there was a lot of testosterone shit that made him grow. That's what they said as well.
Fucked up shit, man. About 6'1", 6'2".
Remember, Evander Holyfield's only got a 32-inch waist.
Yeah, but he was always around 6'1", 6'2".
How tall is he now? How tall is he anyway now?
About 6'1", 6'2".
But they're saying that he was in a growth. And if you go back in the early 90s and you hear about this stuff, he wanted to be taller. He went and did all those ballerina lessons and stuff as well. There's a lot of shit Evander Holyfield did. A lot of shit Evander did. But
the ballerina lessons he done for balance, isn't it? And all that stuff.
And also you remember Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones jumped from light heavyweight right up to heavyweight, right? And put all that muscle on, and then he took it all off and came back down and fought Tarver. He should have retired when he fought Tarver, or stayed in the heavyweight division.
He should have went down to the cruiserweight division. Is what he should.
If that, or get Tarver to come up to the cruiserweight division. He should never have taken all that weight and came down to the light heavyweight division.
We talked to Montel Griffith. We won't talk to Montel Griffith about it, and we talked to Chris Bird about it, and he said there wasn't too much stone to take off. It was actually we talked to Jonathan Banks about it. He said that it wasn't too much to take off. You know what I mean? He walks around. It wasn't too much weight to take off. It was just that I don't know, man. Maybe he come off the PEDs. I don't know.
Roy was never the same. But Roy was never the same after that fight. After he fought Tarver.
Well, he wasn't. But he beat the shit out of Trinidad, though. He still bashed up Trinidad.
Yeah, but come on, Trinidad was never a technical fighter, was he?
Yeah, well, he
was a big puncher. Don't get me wrong. Trinidad was a big puncher, but more or less, left jab, right hand, But he wasn't he didn't have lateral movement. He was even to get counter punched. I mean, to be honest, Jones had faster hands from the start. You knew that.
He was bigger than him. You can see in that fight, it was much bigger.
No, he was tailor. It was tailor made. I mean, the fight was made at light heavy, wasn't it? Yeah. So
Trinidad wasn't a technical fighter, no?
I didn't think so. No, I didn't think so. I mean, look at that. Not
in terms of being a slick boxer, but he was excellent at cutting the ring off, man. He wouldn't just stalk you around. He knew how to do that shit properly, man. He actually forced Pernell Whitaker to fight an aggressive fight because he knew he couldn't counter him. I was in amazement when he done that, man.
But when he fought Pernell Whitaker was close to an old man, wasn't he, by then?
Yeah, but still.
He was.
Come on, the reflexes.
Yeah, he might have been old, but it was still to make someone fight out of their successful game plan for the whole of his career. He made him fight out of his element, man. He was the only person to do that.
Remember, Trinidad was a heavy-handed man. He wasn't no light punching man. He was knocking man out clean, cold. There was no argument with Trinidad.
Yeah, but it's more than power. A lot of people had power. A lot of people. He was very good at cutting that ring down, man. He was very good at it, man. He done it to Camacho as well. I remember the first time I really saw him over a 12-rounder was against Camacho. When he cut the ring down there, I said, "Rah." Yeah, I mean,
that's what happened. That's where the first 6 rounds. You see the first 6 rounds between him and De La Hoya. I mean, De La Hoya was looked at different. Even first 7 rounds, De La Hoya and him looked like a different class. But as soon as De La Hoya had stopped being on his toes, and he decided to, I'm gonna try and nick the fight now. That's when Trinidad closed down.
That's not what happened, man. You see, everyone says that, right? It's certain fighters, they see things. They know if he keeps throwing that shot, he's got away with it for a little while now. You're going to get countered now. You're going to get smacked up. So he gets hesitant to throw shots. Everyone said, he just tried to stall out. Nah. It's a tactical war. Why would he do that? Why would he? He's never done that in a fight before. When you see people coming out of character in fights, when you see slick fighters like Camacho and Whitaker not looking ungainly, then you know someone can fight. Automatically, when they don't look slick no more and they don't look composed in the ring, you got to recognize that this person knows what they're doing to take them out of their element like that.
So when he fought Hopkins, what did Hopkins do to him?
Well, he knocked him out, didn't he?
Yeah, because Hopkins knew that every time before Trinidad threw a punch, he knew what Trinidad was going to do. So he knew, because Trinidad had telltale signs before he threw a punch. I think Trinidad, he used to do something with his foot before he threw a punch. He did something, which was a telltale sign. So before Trinidad let his punch go, Hopkins was able to get inside and land blows. So he was always able to slip inside of Trinidad. So he was throwing punches inside of Trinidad's punches, which Trinidad never had an answer for. He never was able to adjust to in the fight. And so, Hopkins ended up knocking him out in the end. But I think also Hopkins was, for middleweight, was naturally a bigger man anyway.
Yeah,
so
I didn't think it was the size so much. I'm not tooting my horn. I've got no evidence. but I didn't see Trinidad ever winning that fight. I just didn't see it. Because the reason why is because Bernard is a physically imposing guy as well, compared to someone who fought at welterweight. And not only that, he uses his brain. If you got a big guy, right, who has all the fit, if he wanted to, he could wear you down physically, but instead he uses his brain, you've got trouble on your hands. Because that means he's got that plan in hand, and he's got a solid backup plan. So let me
ask you a question about Bernard Hopkins. Is he on it or is he off it?
What, Juice?
Oh, Juice?
Yeah.
No proof.
Nah, I ain't got
I'm not suggesting proof, but I'm saying.
No, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there with that one. I'll say no.
I'll address it. Nah, I don't think so, because you see the thing about Juice, yeah. I mean, when do you think he may or may not take Juice? If you look at his performances, he's declined. Like, and producers makes you better, wouldn't it? Like, he's declined in his performances. You know what I'm saying? It's just that the guys he's fighting, yeah, he's just technically smarter than them. You know what I mean? He's not fast. Look how what Kawasaki did to him. You know what I mean? Kawasaki could have stopped him in that fight, you know. I don't care what anyone says, yeah. Like, look, man. In
the 10th round where he started messing around.
Exactly. So if you look at his performances, yeah, it's not that he doesn't look like, say, he's got better. You know what I mean? And look, I think he beat him.
All right. Wait. I'm gonna bring two fights to you. That Pascal fight where he was doing press ups during the rounds. I mean, that was
But press ups is
press ups is not. Is, you know what I mean? Like
that's the thing is, Pascal. Hopkins is a bigger physically guy, and what he did, you got to understand about what Hopkins does to you before the fight.
He messed you up in your brain.
There you go. So he made him doubtful. He made him doubt. He made him think if he came in, he's gonna pay, and that's what Hopkins was doing to him. The fight was boring. It suited Hopkins. The pace of the fight was not. Have you seen? When's the last time you see Hopkins do a fast-paced fight? Fast-paced fight. No, exactly. Pavlik.
Yeah, Pavlik.
You know, it's really slow. You see what I'm gonna say? So if you look at the performances, they've actually declined. It's just that he's making his fight. He's pace there. So if you look at that in that respect, there's no juice in that. I mean, he's in shape all the time. He doesn't come out of thing. He's just basically in shape.
He's crafty. He ain't taking no juice. He's just crafty. Yeah. So can he beat? I reckon he's gonna lose against my man. You know, Cloud. I think Cloud's gonna beat him.
I think he's gonna beat him.
You've had him losing for the last 4 fights.
Yeah.
It's not for.
I knew that he'd get beat by Dawson. I knew he'd get beat. The first fight, I thought, well, that was a cop out. I think he got hit by Dawson. He didn't want to know.
You know what? Listen, you should see Hopkins in the Rob Allen fight. When Hopkins doesn't know what's going on here, he finds way out of the fights, man.
He jumped out of the ring, man.
Yeah, he jumped. You see that? You see the fight? We talked to Rob Allen about that shit, man. The man dived out the ring. He was getting beaten up, you know. He was getting beaten up, man. Have you ever seen Hopkins get beat up, Ingrams?
Never.
Watch that fight, man. We talked to Rob Allen as well. He was scared for his life, man. I swear down. I'm not gonna lie. He dived out the ring. He dived out the ring and faked like he was hurt. There was nothing wrong with him.
He jumped out the ring.
You mean like Kermit Citron when he fought Paul Williams?
No, that was that. You see the thing about that one, yeah, that was a weird one because he could have got back in and fought. I don't know what he was playing at, yeah, but no, not like that. I don't even.
He was getting pumped. That's what was going on.
Yeah. No, that fight he wasn't getting banged over in that fight too much though.
He wasn't really getting banged up that bad.
He wasn't. Yeah. Hopkins,
I think that was.
Wait. None of you guys were taking the punches, so.
Hopkins and Rob Allen, yeah. Hopkins. If there was a toilet in the ring, Hopkins would have found himself in the toilet. He was getting beaten up in grips. He was getting. If I looked at Hopkins' fight, there was doubt. I've never seen it in his. In any time you ever see fight, you want to see doubt on a man's face.
I've seen it.
Like, not
the only fight I saw Hopkins look like he didn't want to look in that 10th round against Kawasaki. He didn't look. He fancied it.
That look. Yeah, that's it. That look he had. The one where he turned his back, that like he hit him low, and he's
that kind of stuff.
That one. That's what
he's the ultimate. He's the ultimate blagger in the ring.
He's a blagger. He's a blagger. He's a living blagger.
He's a blagger proper.
Yeah.
And if it don't go right against Cloud, and Cloud starts lashing him with licks, right? Expecting to do something stupid, try and twist his arm, some sort of dumbness.
Cleverly, I don't know why Cleverly and them man are still pushing for that fight. You see, Cleverly, he's a waste man. Because why you Nah, look, listen, man. Why don't you go for one of the prime champions, man? Should be one. You're not getting no credit beating someone like. You're not getting no credit beating someone like Hopkins. Oh, I want to beat Hopkins. I want to beat Hopkins. Why? Because you know he's old. You know what I mean? If I'm a young guy and I'm not fighting no old guy. I think it's for the purse, though. I think he wants.
Do you really think he can beat Hopkins?
Cleverly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Based on what?
He's just gonna outwork him, innit?
But you know, Cleverly can only fight one way.
Doesn't matter. That's all he needs, man. Hopkins, he doesn't. That's all he needs, man. He's bigger, he's younger. He'll beat Hopkins, man. He'll beat Hopkins, man. But the thing, he just wants his name. He wants to get the purse. So if he beat Hopkins, the thing, Hopkins is the cash cow. See,
remember, I still think Hopkins is the best technical fighter that he's ever fought in his whole life.
Doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. He might be. Look,
he might actually get exposed in the
wait.
fight.
And you know, Cleverly's a man that likes to run in and stick his chin up in the air. You know,
he'll beat Hopkins, yeah. But Hopkins fights right now. Hopkins is going to lose this fight and he's going to retire.
You think so? You think Cloud's going to beat him too?
Yeah, he's gonna cash. He's gonna give. He'd rather give the money to Cloud. Yeah, he'd rather give the money to Cloud than give it to Cleverly. That's what he's on. He'd just retire and just give that up and say, yeah, this guy's the next mental and this and that, and let Nathan Cleverly go fight Cloud, a prime Cloud.
I hate tipping Cloud to win it, you know, because I know Hopkins is a better fighter, but you know how old is Broner? 48 or something?
48.
I can't tip a 48-year-old man to win a world title.
And he's 43.
Nah, he's fought 48.
Wait, hold on. You can. When Foreman fought, what's his name?
Michael Moore, I didn't tip Foreman to win it. He had to come back from a points deficit, man.
I did, because I knew that as soon as...
What, you knew Foreman was going to take a beating and then land a punch in the 10th?
I believed that Foreman eventually would have caught him. I really did. Because I didn't Moore's chin, and I knew that Moore would want to stand toe to toe. He don't listen to Teddy Atlas, never did. Now he got his clap, knock over.
Hey, he's 47, you know.
Yeah, he's 47 years of age, man.
He's 47.
Yeah, I'm going to tip a man nearly 50 years of age to win a fight.
Tomorrow he's 48.
Tomorrow he's 48, yeah?
Yeah, tomorrow.
How old's Evander, by the way?
He's about 50, man. He's at least 50. He must be 50 now. Evander Holyfield must be 50 at least.
I'll never forget the beating thing he laid him, you know. That James Tony beat him bad.
Oh, that was sad. That was just sad.
Yeah, he did. He really clapped him over.
He really fucking. He put it on him hard. A fat James Tony. Think about if James Tony was in shape. The younger James Tony. He really battered him up, man.
What would have happened if they'd fought when they were in their prime?
Man, the same result, man.
Yeah, Tony would have still gave him trouble. Counter puncher.
He's better at it, maybe. It just shows you when you talk about this pound for pound thing. Like, you know, if they were even at either weight, Mayweather and some people like them, yeah, they would clearly bang up some people, you know. They would seriously hurt some people. Imagine the Klitschko's versus a Mayweather at the same height.
Hold on. I want to visit this fight again. Gavin Rees, Adrian Broner. I've got to go back to it again.
Oh, please.
I do not believe there are people out there that believe Gavin Rees is some puncher and some animal. I don't know what this is.
Who's saying that?
I read about 4 or 5 people today on my Twitter page saying,
yeah, mad people.
See Gavin Rees, that old man, that guy needs to sit down in his armchair. He's gonna get a sit. Bro, the beating he's gonna get, you can get a nice paycheck. Don't get it twisted.
Oh yeah, they're gonna pay him nicely to take.
He's sitting down, bro. After this beating, he's gonna get. Can't fight. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you this is the prime reason. Frank Warren's very smart. Frank Warren made excuses for what's his name again? For the Scottish boy. Yeah, Burns to duck him to fight the easier guy, because if you fight Vasquez, if you beat Vasquez, you still got a career. Even if you lose against him, it'll be a good fight. Burns will lose, but it'll still be a good fight, and he still can fight. Still can fight on earn his money. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, hopefully, Burns is gonna lose the fight against Vasquez, but hopefully, Burns.
You think so?
Beats, what are you doing? Make a bit of noise. Yeah, and right, he'll lose the fight against Vasquez. Yeah, but Burns.
You think he's gonna lose against Vasquez?
Yeah. Listen. Let me see what I'm saying. Yeah, he's gonna lose the fight against Vasquez, but see the thing is, Burns can still continue his career. You see, if you fight someone like Broner's a career-ending guy. He only beats you physically, he beats you mentally. Rees is a banger. Yeah, he's gonna break it. So what Broner did, he made sure he fought Vasquez, because if he didn't fight Vasquez, the critics would have cussed him about, because he was supposed to fight Broner. So what they did, they got the number 2 guy in, yeah, and the number 2 guy, and Vasquez lost a couple of times where, even though he's been undefeated, he's got a belt, but it's a better fight stylistically for Burns than Broner. Broner's a nightmare. Broner's a nightmare, so whatever happens in that fight, they're gonna fight Burns, whatever. But Burns is probably gonna lose, right? Vasquez is gonna fight Broner, then Broner's gonna move up, and then Burns is gonna reclaim the division. That's what's gonna happen, and that's a smart move. And you keep Burns there where Burns doesn't get disrespected, because Burns out of the Broner fight, Burns had nowhere else to go. Yes, so you might have to fight the number 2 guy in it.
What happened? You don't think Burns stands a chance against Vasquez?
Nah, not a chance. Not a chance.
Why?
It'll be a good fight though.
Vasquez is too clever, man.
Too clever, man. Too clever. But
yeah, but I know he's too clever, but if the fight was in Mexico, fine. But over here, you know when these fights come over here,
I'll tell you what, man, he's going to get comprehensively outboxed, man. He's going to get comprehensively outboxed.
Have you seen Vasquez fight?
I saw him fight against Prescott.
Yeah?
And he beat Prescott, yeah? He beat
Prescott
just after he beat Prescott beat Khan.
Yeah, but listen,
Prescott ain't no boxer.
But think you said Prescott. Who hits harder? Who's harder puncher? Prescott or Burns?
Prescott all day.
I'm marking Ingram. Ingram.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
I'll answer Errol's one first.
I'm gonna answer your question with a question. I'm gonna answer your question.
Yeah.
Apart from Amir Khan, who else is Prescott knocked out?
See, Ingram's.
Wait. Let me ask you a question. Who else is Prescott knocked out?
He beat up.
Hold on.
He's not done.
Burns.
Yeah, but you're still answering your question. You haven't answered my question yet.
So are you saying Burns is a harder puncher? It was a simple question. Is Burns a harder puncher than Prescott?
Based on my analysis, Prescott couldn't stop Mitchell. Burns knocked Mitchell out. Based on that, and he had 12 rounds to do it, I'll say Burns is the more accurate puncher, which I'd say is the bigger puncher. So I'm going to go Burns.
Everyone will tell you Prescott's a bigger puncher. Everyone knows.
Yeah, everyone will tell you that. But you look at the stats, you look at it in terms of they both fought the same guy. Mitchell got knocked out by Burns in a few rounds.
What Mitchell you talking about? The
Mitchell did Burns
Mitchell
get?
got stopped by Castillo. The Mitchell got stopped by Castillo. Is that the Mitchell you're talking about? The Mitchell got beat. That Mitchell it was fragile.
Second round, and Castillo's done him.
Second round, that's what I'm talking about. What are you talking about?
Oh, wait. So you're telling me that you don't think Burns could have still stopped Mitchell the same way?
No.
Mitchell was fake.
No. If you look, here's the facts, yeah? Right? Some fighters can get over knockouts, right? But the beating Castillo's done, and you've seen it happen to loads of fighters, it shattered Mitchell. He was shattered after that. That shattered his career right there. It shattered his career. You know? So
yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm not gonna go with Burns being a harder puncher than Thing. No way. What, you think Burns could have done that to Amir Khan?
I don't think so. But I still think Burns would have beaten Khan.
You think Ricky? Nah, Burns. Nah. I can't throw Khan that far under the bus, man. Nah, I don't see Burns skating off a win against Amir Khan.
Let me remind you both guys. Let me remind you guys about Willie Lemons and remind you about Michael Gomez. Those both guys dropped Khan, and none of them guys are better than Burns.
Well, I remember Burns losing to guys like Johansson and who else?
I remember that too. I remember watching him with the Superman top on. I remember them days.
You know?
But he's come on a hell of a lot since then, don't you think?
But who against?
Well, he beat Kadzidis first and foremost.
Yeah, okay. All right. Good argument.
And he also beat that other guy, what's his name, who was unbeaten at the time. That was knocking everyone out. What's his name? I think he's gone on to win a world championship in another weight division. What's his name? The tall guy, Colombian or Mexican, whatever his name was. Do you remember the guy who won the WBO title off?
Was it Martinez or something?
Martinez, yeah.
Yeah, and look, Burns is doing his thing, you know what I mean? But
Martinez was a big puncher.
Bottom line, Vasquez, he's not going to beat him up. He's not going to it won't be a career-ending loss because Vasquez isn't that aggressive, you know what I mean, sort of fighter. So he's not going to take a vicious beating, but he's going to be comprehensively schooled.
Yes, he is. That's exactly right. And that's why they chose him. That's why they chose him, because they know that even if he loses, his career's not over. If you go against Broner, you're never the same again. Broner beats you, with half an inch of your life, You can't make no money. You can't make no money after him. See him, he's so cocky and arrogant. He destroys you, you know what I'm saying? The guy...
that all depends on Vasquez's preparations in terms of him coming to England.
No. Listen, anyone gets in the room with him right now.
Not Broner. I'm talking Vasquez. I know about Broner. I'm talking about Vasquez. I'm talking about the sort of preparation he's going to have coming to England.
No, he's not worried about that. Mexican, he's not worried about that.
Yeah?
Nah. I don't.
And you know Vasquez struggles at the weight big time, right?
Yeah, but
he's really struggling at the weight.
Yeah, but you see the thing is, the reason they brought him over, it favours them. They must need the money because he's the number 2 in the division, but he sacrificed. I don't know why the fuck is he coming to London. It's a fucking bad move. In my opinion, I'd keep that fucking shit in Las Vegas. You know what I mean, Beats?
Dollars, man. Needs some money, probably, man.
He must. And think Frank Warren is smart like that, They must offer him mad loot, you know?
Yeah,
they must offer him mad crazy dough for him to come into fucking London.
Yeah.
The thing is, Scotland's not London, so maybe the fans will be a bit thing. Alright, I'm wondering, who's going to be the main... Who's the main event on the fucking card? Who would you put as the main event on that card?
I'll give it. It's got to be Burns.
Burns,
Unification fight, man.
Yeah,
who's cleverly fighting?
Yeah, I'd put...
He's fighting Robert Krasinski or something like that.
No one knows who he is.
Fuck that. He's ridiculous. I don't even follow Cleverly's career, man, to be honest.
No one knows who he is.
Who's Dereck Chisora fighting?
He has his license yet.
Yeah, he got his license back.
He hasn't got his license back. They put... You listened to the interview today? You listened to the press conference today?
Yeah.
It's been reinstated.
Nah, he hasn't been reinstated. He hasn't. They put a letter into the board to tell him they're doing a press conference today. Yeah, and they put application in for Dereck's license. So on that, they're waiting to hear from the board.
Okay.
Because obviously for that event to happen, he has to go through the board. So they put that forward to him, and they're making that thing. But they're waiting on Dereck. That's why Dereck hasn't got an opponent at the minute. But they see how Frank was smart. He doesn't want Dereck fighting Price. Dereck wants it, but what they want now, they want him to go back and again Tyson Fury. He wants him to go back into Tyson Fury too.
Right.
That's what he wants. That's what Frank Warren wants. That's what
I used to believe that Chisora could beat Tyson Fury. I don't believe it at all.
He can beat him. He can beat Fury and Price. He can beat both of them.
He can, but he doesn't want you.
I know it sounds a bit mad to say he can beat Price, but he can beat Price.
He can beat Price. I believe he'll beat Price.
He can beat both of them, I reckon.
I think he doesn't want you though.
Because
he comes his mind. You see his mind's the difference between the champion and the challenger is your mindset. You see the thing is, like that Chisora who comes in and fought the Klitschko, right? He had the edge because he got into his head. Against them other two, he's not going to be doing that, man. Them fucking mad Liverpoolians and them freaking them caravan men and all that shit, bruv. Dereck's got more big support outside London than he has in London.
Yeah, probably
America love him.
Yeah.
America love him.
They do.
They fucking love him, They love him in America, man. If he goes and fight in America, he'll make a ton. But they keep him up here and deprive him, and he'll get scarred up. He'll be like a native over here. They'll fuck him up, man. They get into his head. Like already he's been getting like people phoning his phone, chatting shit on him, right? Right? And then he calls them, he puts their number on Twitter and everyone does him up. He gets it regularly. People phoning him, chatting shit on his Twitter. You know what I mean? This man just constantly getting it all day, man.
Yeah, maybe he should relocate, man.
He's alright. He's
I talked to Dereck before he fought Vitali. I mean, he was training almost about a month before he's going out to camp. And I sat down at Nando's for half an hour and I told him, man, why don't you fight some American opponents? And I asked him, do you watch fighters? And he said to me, no, I don't watch no fighters. Okay. I don't watch no fighters. And you can believe he does not watch any fighters.
Dereck's a donut, man. Dereck's a donut. Derek's a donut, and he just does whatever Frank Warren does. Frank Warren, man, Frank Warren and Dean Powell, they know what I mean. They
seem to have him under a spell, yeah.
He likes being underneath. They look out for him. They take his money regularly. You know what I mean? He's happy for them.
Remember what Spencer Ferron said about him and the people around Chisora. Well, I'm going to ask him when I get to. Hopefully, this week I'm going to try and get into the training camp and talk to them.
Well, Dereck, he's lost a lot of weight as well. But you know why he's lost the weight? Because he ain't got no money as well.
Yeah, he looked a bit slim, didn't he? He looked slimish, man.
He's starving, man. That's what he has. He ain't got no money. Starving is what he is, man. He looks bloody. About a year I've been
today, man.
He ain't got no money. He ain't got no money. But he ain't been gorging himself, innit?
Yeah, I mean, we see.
Yeah, he's starving is what it is, man.
That's not. I tell you what, people gonna say, "Oh, it's good that he's lost all the weight." No.
No money, mate.
You know why?
Yeah.
If you've got an athletic boxing style, then yeah, it's good to see Dereck Chisora looking trim. But Dereck's strength is his strength. He's a strong Nigerian boy. I mean, like weakening yourself. I don't know if that.
He's not Nigerian.
Where's Dereck from?
Yeah, he's from Zimbabwe.
All right.
Yeah, but you see Dereck, yeah. Dereck's a bit of a donut. He's not the brightest thing in the deck here. When you talk, nah, he's not, man. You know what I mean? Because if he did, yeah, he's getting robbed left, right, and centre. And the balls, like, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna put it on. They're not gonna give him back his license. I'm gonna tell you right now. He's not gonna get his license back.
They're gonna make an example of him.
It's been a year. Right, Frank Warren goes, it's been a year now. He's been a good boy. Give him back his license. He's not gonna get a license. He's begging them. They're not gonna give his license.
He'll get his license back, man.
Nah, he's not.
There are some things I could tell you guys, but I can't do it now. I won't do it now. I'll have to tell you at some point, but I can't tell you now. I have to wait until the interview comes out, then I'll tell you.
Why not, man? You can't do that, man. You know what I mean? That's like flipping.
What are you talking about? Behave yourself, Ingram.
Yeah. That's what I mean,
man. Behave, man. You know, little kids.
Wait, Beats, are you recording this?
Yeah, of course he is. Go on.
Well, no, I can't. I can't say it. I'm sorry. Can't do it.
Oh, well,
I'm not.
I'm not taking the charge.
I'll edit it out.
Hey, listen.
I'll edit it out.
Hey.
Share. You have to share that now. Because when this video goes out, people are gonna be saying, "Well, you can't do that." You know what I mean? That's like a fit gal promising you the crutches on. You know what I mean? She should start going stush with her drawers. You know what I mean? Share that.
All I will say is that Dereck Chisora isn't looked on very favourably by the British Boxing Board.
It doesn't matter. That don't matter. You know why? You know why?
Yes.
Because it's the old bung system, innit? I mean, you throw one man in there, a little bung. Yeah, you go talk to that man, you give him a little change here, and it's all sorted.
Nah, it's not, man.
Bit more than that.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I agree with you.
It was also suggested to Dereck that he should remove and never ever wear the British flag and put it around his face again, ever.
Who suggested that?
It was suggested.
Yeah, who suggested that?
Someone from the board, yeah?
I'm not saying anything.
Stop messing around, man. Listen. We're grown folks out here. We're not saying nothing. We're grown folks out here.
Why are you holding on to the info?
Nah. We've got hair on our balls, man. Come on, let's choke up, man. Who friggin' said that? We're young black guys out here. Listen, if we just say, hey, we're not into no friggin' secretive thing. If we got to say it.
Well, I will say it was rumoured.
Yeah, who by?
Rumoured by the British Boxing Board of Control. They told him.
Yeah, I know about that. They look. You're not telling nothing we don't know about that. Look, I know they don't like him, but he pays their fucking bills. And Frank Warren, they're in bed with Frank Warren, but Beats and Ingram, I don't think they're gonna give his license. I think he's gonna have to fight abroad. They, you know what I mean?
That's ill, boy. Not to give the man back his license, you know.
They're not gonna give back his license, man. They're not gonna give back his license, and his best bet is to fucking fight overseas, bro. And the thing is, yeah, he can still fight because he still has a Luxembourg license, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Exactly. So he can still fight on the card. He can still fight on the card. He can still earn a living.
So why does he need this English license?
Why don't need an English license.
Well, he would need one if he's going to fight David Price, I suppose.
Why? What difference is going to make? Why?
The British title.
Fuck the British title. Fuck the British. No one cares about that. Fuck the British title. When Hay and Chisora fought, they just made up some WBA Intercontinental. That's what they fought for over 10 rounds. Forget the British title. What's the British title?
Listen, mate. See the thing how he represents himself, Dereck. Yeah, they don't like the way Dereck carries himself, represents himself, and everything. Because the thing is, yeah, if you look at Dereck, his skirmishes, it's not one thing we're talking about. We're talking about the slapping. We're talking about the biting,
the homosexuality.
The kissing, right? We're talking about a lot of things the guy's done. You know what I mean? And they find him this, he does that. He makes them look bad.
He says, you guys ain't got swag like me.
Yeah. But they make him look bad. He makes the English board look bad. That's why I said he's not going to get his license. Because every time he does it, yeah, he fucking embarrasses them. And they have to fucking deal with the fucking brunt.
Yeah,
they can't prove it.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying to you? So I'm saying that if you let this guy in and he fucking does you again, they have to fucking the brunt. And you know he's gonna do something though. You know he's gonna do something. That's the whole fucking thing, yeah. You know he's gonna do something again because he's in nature. You know what I mean? He's just one. He's a what do you call it? A habitual. What's the?
He's just a fire starter, a habitual fire starter.
He's a habitual offender.
Yeah.
No rehabilitation. Yeah, for him.
Help him.
Nah, it's not gonna help him. You know he's gonna do.
He's done help. He's a lost
he's a lost
I think
case.
somebody doped him up before the Hay fight, not PEDs, but someone doped him up because I was convinced that either before, in the build-up, or just before or after, or that he was going to do something mad, and he didn't. And he did. I was like, what do you mean? I thought he was going to do something mad. You know what I mean? But he didn't. I don't know. He's a character though. He'll be spoke about for years.
If I was working for the British Border Control, right, I wouldn't fucking give him a license, bro. Say fuck that shit. I'll just tell you straight, I ain't giving that motherfucker.
You won't give him a license, no?
He's a fucking liability. It's a fucking liability. You wouldn't give him a license. I wouldn't fuck that shit.
Yeah, it is risky. It's very risky.
Fuck that shit. He's gonna do some bullshit. Nah, I'm gonna be able. How many times he sat in front of the board? They sat after he bit that guy on the neck. They said, Dereck, what are you doing? Right? They find him. Right? He bit the bear of his neck. They find him. Then he slapped he slapped the Klitschko.
No, he kissed Carl Baker, remember that?
Yeah, he kissed Carl Baker. They didn't find him over that, yeah? Then he slapping man, spitting on the other. You know what I mean? Come on, it's ridiculous. Yeah, and then conducting himself completely embarrassing to the monarchy. Let's have some politics.
You see you, Errol. You see you, yeah? You are going to give the British Boxing Border Control even more ideas. They ain't clever enough to have them ideas.
I don't listen. He's wild, yeah. No, I have no time for such people.
So who's George Groves fighting on the bill?
He's fighting for the vacant European belt.
Okay.
Yeah, he's fighting for the European belt.
So the girl gave up his European belt, yeah, the super middleweight.
Yeah,
title.
I did say it happened.
Why did he do that?
He gave his belt.
That's a bit stupid, isn't it?
Well,
you get
I
good
think
money
he
for
wants to
defending
go
that European
for a
belt.
world title now. Don't ask me who.
Well, they must have some moves for the girl because there's decent money in that European belt.
Of course there is.
You know, so there must be.
I understand. I heard some story. Well, there's three stories I'm hearing. Story number one was that Froch wouldn't mind defending against him. But to be honest, I don't know. I don't know how much time Froch is going to be around. So.
I'd like to see that fight, you know, De Gale and Froch. I'd like to see it.
What do you think happens?
I think it'll be an even fight. I think it'll be the only thing that's going to stop De Gale from winning it is his lack of power.
He's a bum, man. Groves is a bum. He's gonna knock this guy out. He's gonna knock this bum out as well, and then he's gonna catch up. They're gonna get him in the world team. I can't wait until he breaks out in there. I can't wait for one of them bears to bang him over.
Who do you think he's gonna go for? Abraham.
What happened to Kenny Anderson?
Huh?
Yeah, what happened to the Kenny Anderson fight, man?
See, exactly. They didn't win him. It's a waste of time. Well, it is that, yeah, James De Gale gave up that belt. They saw a loophole and they've jumped for it, right? And it's probably a best move for him because when you win the European belt, you've got a belt and all sanctioned. You see the favoritism, yeah? How friggin' Frank Warren's treating De Gale and he wasn't cheating. He was cheating Groves and he wasn't cheating De Gale. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. The favoritism is disgusting. Yeah, if you look at the way he's treating him, He could have done that with the girl. He could have fought. The girl was acting. The girl would just need another fight. He wouldn't give the whole guy a whole fight for a whole year. It's disgusting.
Why do you think he did that?
You know why.
Well, somebody said that you've got a hatred against Frank Warren fighters.
With me?
Yeah.
I got hatred against Frank Warren fighters.
Yeah.
I like Mr. Burns.
Or against Frank Warren. I can't remember the comment.
I saw that.
Who said that?
Listen, I got someone must fill it on one of Beats' comments.
Just an observation.
I got nothing against Frank Warren fight. I like Frank Warren fighters, and Frank Warren used to have Ben Eubanks, and I like all them. Yeah, it's nothing to do with that. It's just that he's looking off. You could see the favoritism. Like there was nothing wrong with the girl. Yeah, he could have fought a long time ago. Why didn't he get another fight? Quick, he didn't give him another fight. Look how the girls get all these fights now. Now Groves, look at him. Look at they gave him Glenn. They handed him old Glenn. He's getting another top for a European belt. Now I mean,
you know what? Guess who's behind that? Ain't Frank Warren. You know who's behind that, don't you?
What, Dean Powell?
No, Dean Powell.
What, Apollo James?
No. You know who's behind that? That's what's his name? Adam Booth.
Yeah, no, Adam Booth is not doing that. Adam Booth.
Listen. Adam Booth says who Groves fights, not Frank Warren. Booth.
But listen, Frank Warren brings the names, and he decides yes or no. But with James the Girl, he's like he'll fight anyone. He was ready to fight anyone because he's got who's he got with him? He's got the husky voice Cockney Brer.
Who's that?
Who's that? James the Girl.
Yeah, who's his trainer? The
one.
Jim McDonald. Yeah, Jim McDonald.
He's controlled by. He's not controlled. He's under Frank Warren's purse. Yeah, he does whatever Frank does. So it's like they put it to the fight. James said, "I'll fight anyone." But and all it is that Frank Warren gets the fights and he says, "Yeah, I'll fight this and I'll fight that." But end of the day, Frank Warren got him all these fights. He's getting him all these fights really quick, right? Already, just win the European belt. You're like in top 10 in all the sanctioning bodies.
I want to see Frutch the Girl, man. I want to see Frutch the Girl. I want to see that.
Frutch the Girl?
Yeah, I want to see
I don't want to see that. Why do you want to see that for? That's rubbish, man.
Why? That's a good domestic matchup, man.
You want to see Frutch versus Kessler. The girl versus Kessler.
I don't want to see Frutch versus Kessler.
The girl versus Kessler or the girl versus Abraham.
No, I want to see Frutch the Girl.
I like
domestic. It could be the passing of the torch. So I've still got Frutch favourite to win. On points, though.
I don't like that fight right now, man.
No? What do you like about it?
Nah. I like him versus Abrams or Kessler. I like that fight. But see the thing about Groves, yeah? He has to fight one in that division. Pavlik's there. What about Groves versus Pavlik? That's a good fight.
Yeah.
Groves versus Pavlik. Why didn't he go in there? He thinks he's a hard hitter. Let him go against him.
That'd be interesting, actually. That'd be very interesting.
Yeah, it would be good. Yeah, it would be. And I got Pavlik beating the crap out of him, making him shit himself in the ring. Making him shit himself in the ring, mate.
With a right, left, you're toothless. And then you say, God damn, they ruthless.
Yeah, I remember Mark Reefer from back in the day.
He was, I think he fought for, I think he won a version of the world title.
Junior lightweight champion he was. He didn't win a title. He won sort of like a WBC Intercontinental. He was a mixed race guy.
Yeah.
And he had a hard beginning to his career. He lost quite a few fights, and then he picked it up and he won that belt, and he defended it a few times. He was a good puncher. I remember he knocked out one tall Ghanaian guy, and he lost the title. I remember he lost the title to this guy, Daniel Londers, who was a really good fighter. Beat him up, give him a good beating.
Yeah.
Why? Do you know him?
His dad used to train me.
Who's that? Mark Reefer, yeah?
Mark Reefer's dad used to train me when I was younger.
Okay.
And that's how I got connected with Steve Robinson's old trainer, Ronnie Rush, who also trained Barry Jones.
Okay. Yeah.
I got an email. I got a message through yesterday that supposedly Reefer or his son hung himself a few days ago. Reefer and his son, or Reefer's one of them. I'm trying to find information about it, but Reefer's son hung himself.
What? Damn. Okay.
Yeah. I just heard that. I can't believe that. Unbelievable.
He's a boxer.
Deep. Yeah, Mark Reefer.
Yeah, Reefer's boxing. Yeah, Mark Reefer. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of boxers do with
Mark Reefer or his son, because I think his son was in Trinidad and his son hung himself in Trinidad.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of the boxers.
So long ago.
Long, man. Deal with depression, man. Depression's a fucked up thing, man.
You know what? I
Can be a
never
detrimental thing.
can understand. That guy, Sutherland.
Yeah, that one's fucking fucked. That's what I was just thinking about. You
Don't
see,
like
I
that
read my mind. I don't like that one, you know. That one was fucked up, innit? I don't understand why he did that. The one from the Irish boy.
Yeah, that something weren't right.
I liked him. He was fucking a nice fighter, man. I don't know why
Frank Maloney. I don't know. There's something not quite right about all that.
about all that, innit? About he hanged himself, innit?
Yeah, it was a strange one. That was very strange. Very strange.
Yeah,
Seemed to have everything
he
going
got
for
beat
him.
up. He got beat up in his last fight. I remember, you know what I mean? They put him in there a bit too early because he was strong in that. They put him in there with some guy who beat him up a bit. He won the fight, but he was upset about it still. But I didn't think it was worrying for him to go hang himself. He was a bit depressed because they took him from Ireland, his home surroundings, and brought him to London and stuff like that. Gave him a flat and that. But he was depressed. I don't know, man. He's never been away from his home, innit?
Yeah,
Something weren't right there. Something wasn't right.
very strange.
And you
one
know,
that was, man.
you know when you know something's not right, because in your gut there's that feeling, that sickening feeling. That
What you saying? What, Frank? I don't think Frank was a part of it. I think he done himself. I think he topped himself. I think he did, you know. I think he topped himself for real, because the thing is, yeah, a lot of these fighters that people don't talk about is depression, isn't it?
yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're talking about the mental trauma of just getting beaten up and going home to an empty flat. I don't know, man. I don't know about you. It's pretty hard when you had your family around you and you're calling everyone's just doing and getting on with their life, man. He got beat up pretty bad in that fight, man.
Did he get beat up
Do you know
pretty bad? Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, he did. And do you know who else? It was around the same time. That guy from the other guy, the Irish guy, not the Irish guy, the guy from Liverpool.
Well, he killed himself?
No, he damaged his hand. He's now to retire now. He went to.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy looked like a dinosaur. Yeah. He lives in Vegas. He lives in Vegas, isn't it?
Yeah.
he talks
good friends with Price.
Tony Jeffries.
Yeah, Tony
Yeah, that's
Jeffries.
the guy. That's the guy.
It was terrible, man. It was terrible. But that guy, I like that guy. You know, the one because he had a good fight with James DeGale. Got beat him up pretty bad, boy. It's a good fight though. Like he got the silver medal. He got the silver and he got the bronze in it. Yeah, it was good. It was an exciting fight, but I think they just handled him wrong. You know, they handled him wrong. I don't think they handled him proper. You know what I mean? And it was a shame when I heard that shit. Frank, he had shock and shit. He was fucked up from that shit. You know, Frank Malone, he was fucked up from that. I don't think Frank Malone had nothing to do with that. I just think they, you know what I mean? The strong guy. You know when you see some guys,
He just mentally wasn't ready for it.
It wasn't. It wasn't. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of people. You take them from their surroundings and put them somewhere. You know what I mean? It's fucking hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
He was in over his head, man, and like it got to him. That's the only thing we know. I mean, we can't. Really...
And the thing is, you know what it is? It's because they paid so much money for him already. They put a lot of money into him. That's what it was. And he felt like he owed it to him. And they fucking almost like a slave contract that you fucking need to be this and that. Every minute checking him and this and that. Went in there, fucking he just hanged himself, man. Yeah. Fuck that shit.
The other guy we talk about while you're at it now and contracts and everything, a go-go.
Oh, he's signed with the Golden Boy, isn't it?
You know, people already say to me already, Americans said, hey, shit, he's going to get knocked out, he's got no chin.
Nah, they see something in him. Because the thing about Golden Boy, when you got the Golden Boy behind you, you're already making money already. You're already making loads of money behind you, man.
But you know what it is? Golden Boy are looking for people now who've got personalities.
No, they're not. They're looking for the next European king. They're looking for another Emir Khan because they're looking for someone else who can generate a lot of crowd and money in it. I don't know if Gogo's got a big crowd behind him though.
You know, they're saying he's a good-looking guy. He could be like.
I mean, they've probably seen the numbers. Somewhere along the line, they've seen the numbers that he can generate. It's all about the numbers, isn't it? Can he generate? Has he got?
Well, I think what it is as well, they wanted to get a young British guy on the roster as well. You know, it's networking. They, you know. Like boxing is like, because of the information highway, it's a lot smaller world. So to have a British fighter with a gold medal, did he win gold?
Nah, he's a bronze, isn't it?
Okay, well, he got a lot of
Olympics.
Yeah, he got a lot of mileage in terms of coverage though at the Olympics and stuff.
Yeah.
So just to cite, you know.
I'm gonna have to go in a minute because the wife's still bringing up food. But one final thing I want to talk about is Audley's back.
Oh yeah, in the prize fighter. All these returns.
Yeah, I knew about 2 weeks ago. But what do you think?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
How do you think he'll do?
He'll do all right. He'll do. All right. He's not going to be fighting any David Prices in there, is he? So he'll do all right. He won it last time, so why not be in it? You know.
And if he starts shooting off and saying he wants to fight,
well, look. If the networks want to pay for it and the crowd want to see it, I mean, you can't stand in the way. You can't stand in the way. You know. I mean, the last time out, Box Nation promoted it as a big fight when it really wasn't, but. That's the business. It's what you can sell. It's not what's right. It's what you can sell. And it's not just boxing. That's just life. So if Audley can sell fights and talk the fight up and make people want to part with their pounds sterling from their pocket, you know what I mean? Who am I to say anything? You know what I mean? Like, he's got to earn a living. You know, Box Nation have got to earn a living, or Matchroom Promotions, who's doing the prize fighter. I mean. People are going to see what it is. It's voyeuristic. Audley's become an exercise in voyeurism. Like, people want to, is he going to, explode, implode in front of us? Or is he going to knock somebody out? Is he going to produce the goods? You know, and that's what he's become like.
So become a gatekeeper is what he's become, mate. They brought him in there as a gatekeeper, so other people can march over him. And the thing is, like, end of the day, Barry Hearn's disgusted with him. Disgusted with his performance against David Hay, and they've given opportunity. But if you got all the Harris in the heavyweight tournament, because the heavyweight prize fighter thing, you know, you got names in there because you need to put names in there for people to get. They probably got a favourite, but there's one Audley's is a name in it. Audley's become a gatekeeper. It's become a big gatekeeper. You know,
Ian Lewison's in it.
Huh?
Ian Lewison's in it.
Ian Lewison's? What do you mean?
Ian Lewison's in the prize fighter.
Who is this Ian Lewison guy? I don't know.
He's gonna lose the prize fighter.
I don't know. I mean, Don Charles but who knows? I don't know.
Oh, Ian Lewis, the referee.
Ian Lewison.
No, he's a heavyweight. I've heard of him. I haven't seen him fight. People are talking about it. I don't know what he's done. What's he done?
It's like people know who the freak you're talking about. Who's that?
He's got a reputation of being pretty lazy. Don Charles is just taking him over. He had talent as an amateur. He had lots of talent as an amateur. But as a pro, he hasn't delivered yet. So they're hoping Don Charles and the camp they've gone off to now train, hopefully he'll come up with the goods.
Was he a black guy or white guy?
Black man. He's from Brixton way.
All right.
You see Don Charles who says Dereck Chisora is a genius in the ring, yeah? That same Don Charles we're talking about, right?
That same Don.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me tell you something, yeah? That heavyweight thing, they're trying to bring another guy through. You know what I mean? They're trying to bring another guy through. Audley was in great shape. Regardless of the loss against David Price, he was in great shape. And he hasn't lost too much. Provided he comes in looking the part, he'll get rolled over. You need someone like Audley as a gatekeeper now. For other guys to come through.
And you got the other guy who's going to come for that.
I mean, you wouldn't put him, Audley's not on it. You might as well watch it if Audley's there.
Yeah. Well, if I can get to watch it, I'll watch it. I'm definitely not going to break my neck to go and watch it.
Yeah, you are.
It's car crash. Everyone's going to watch Audley.
Yeah, of course we are.
But my boy, there's a guy that's watching. I've seen him spar a few times, and I really think he's going to go places. His name's Chris Keane.
Was heavyweight.
He's fighting cruiserweight. He's fighting Philbin and for the area title, but it's going to be a good fight for him if he can come through that, which I think he should. He's got good punch power, and he's got a style very similar to Hayes.
Okay, that's a big write-up.
So look out.
That's a big build-up from you there. What's his name again?
Well,
Chris King, yeah?
He sparred with he sparred with Chisora before the fight, before preparing with he was preparing with Chisora a few days before he went to fight Hay.
That's good, isn't it? That's good.
I hear a lot about these British fighters, and like, do you remember Dereck Williams? Heavyweight.
Yeah, CP.
He's supposed to be managing somebody named AJ Carter. It's supposed to be like Mike Tyson, but where's the fights? What's happening?
So we've got to find out. But Chris Keane, I know that as an amateur, his record is equal to Frank Bruno in knockouts, and he was a heavyweight doing it.
Yeah, Frank Bruno.
How big is he?
As an amateur.
What's his physical dimensions like? How big? Big guy?
I think Keane's between 6'1", 6'2".
Damn, you see, these days you're gonna have to be exceptional. Like, I mean, You're gonna have
He's
to.
got good,
if
but-
you're that
but-
height, you need a lot of spirit. Man. You need the spirit of the 80s
but
fighters
that's
and
what-
70s.
Derek was on him, in him, and this is, I mean, Derek was landing some heavy blows on him. He's standing toe to toe with Derek and throwing shots back and looking.
Yeah, but
at
Derek's terrible though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Derek can't
because
hit. He's
Dillian
very
White-
soft. Derek ain't got no power though.
Who told Errol? Who told us that Dillian White put it on Dereck in sparring?
It was Dillian, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I think it was Apollo said he put it on him.
Or was
But
it
yeah, he
Spencer?
put it on
Was
him,
it
innit?
Spencer?
He put it, Derek, yeah, I think it's Spencer said, yeah, Spencer said he. Look, Derek Chisora doesn't hit hard, man. If you put it on David Hayes, it don't hit hard. David Hayes, someone, you know what I mean? You're gonna feel some shit with that guy hitting you. Yeah, but Derek Chisora doesn't hit.
He's not a banger. Dereck isn't a banger.
He's not. He wears you down, and to be honest, look at even when he beat Danny Williams, he was clubbing him on the back of the head. You know what I mean? He's not. He hasn't got no power.
Yeah.
He hasn't got no power. He hasn't got no power. Like the Klitschko, that's why the Klitschko choose him. He punches with pillows on his hands, man. Can't hurt you at all.
Yeah.
He's more intimidation than anything, you know.
And work rate. If he's gonna win, it'd be work rate and like
Yeah.
intimidate. But yeah, I don't know none of these heavyweights.
You get if you spar with the Klitschkos, you probably have a better workout because they can hit you. They can.
You know what I'd like to see Price fight, considering things? I'd like to see Price fight Hellenius.
Oh, fuck,
Why?
Wait,
Hellenius is finished.
Yeah, Hellenius is terrible as well.
Hellenius is finished.
Yeah, that guy Sherman Williams nearly knocked him out, man.
Hellenius is terrible, man. They all stink, man. The heavyweight division stinks.
But do you think Price could beat Hellenius?
Yeah.
Even
If he can't beat Hellenius, he's finished. If he fights Robert Hellenius and can't beat him, it's over for him. It's over.
Hellenius is terrible, man.
Do you think Thompson can cause any sort of upset?
Oh man, that's just terrible. Look, he's got all the physical attributes, yeah, but it's his mind. It said it's his mind. I don't know what's going on in that dome. He just comes over and he's vacant. I don't know. I don't know what happens to all these guys, yeah. See the guy. You remember the guy at the prize fighter when it was Kevin Johnson versus the other guy in the prize fighter?
Tall Hamer.
Okay, that Tall Hamer, he quit in a fight like last month.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? What about the Irish guy? The one who's eating bloody fish and chips, right? The Irish guy, the clumsy.
There it is.
Yeah, what happened to him? Where is he?
Yeah.
What's he done? What's he done since then? What's he done since then?
Nothing. Basically.
Exactly. It's a shame, man. It's a shame, man. They win the prize fight and they go and do bullshit, man. It's a good concept, yeah. But like where they go on after that, who knows?
I think the prize fighter is getting exposed. Like Dwyer said, like it's a top, like, you know, if you like someone like Mayweather or Hopkins who take a few rounds to work you out, or even a Vasquez, it's not really proper boxing, is it? Professional boxing, you need rounds.
Nah, but what it does, yeah, it fast tracks you to money. That's what they're trying to give you. They're trying to give you money.
Yeah, that's what it's good for.
Trying to earn money.
Yeah.
Right? Trying to earn money and you get exposure because everyone look, we just mentioned the guys who've won it at the heavyweight division. We know who they are. That's what I'm saying. It's like a little contender series. So it is good. But what I'm saying is it's good, but the guys who win it, right? The guys who win it barely go, I don't know what, because the money they get is substantial, you know. You get a nice...
Larry Ekendayo done that nice out of that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's good for him, bro. It's good for him and it's good for your confidence builder. But what's Larry doing since? Where's Larry gone in? You know what I mean? They need another fighter to wrap it up.
Well, what's Spencer saying? What's Spencer saying?
Spencer's, they're eating the money, bro. Everyone's eating the money, bro. Everyone's eating off the dish. Everyone's eating off the plate, bro. You know what's Hamilton done? What's Hamilton done after beating Thing? He hasn't fought since last year.
He's fighting Steve Williams in a few weeks, I think.
Who's Steve Williams?
You tell me.
Just a British guy.
See, you see what I'm saying? Like a year later, like you get a fight a year later. It's ridiculous, man. It's what? There's no fights out there. No one wants to fight you. There's bare fights. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with this boxing thing. You know, I just can't understand it. Like, you know, it's just confusing to me.
So what? Do you think Spencer needs to widen his alliances, maybe? Or
I don't know if he's probably got too much on his plate, or man's just eating off the money. When that money comes through, I'm fucking getting in there to buy myself a new car and see what's going on. Pose up with some chicks and see what's going on. Ingram, you want to say something?
Yeah, that's good. You're right. Did you see the interview with myself and Michel Rosado by any chance?
Yeah, I did.
What do you think?
Yeah, it was good. Good insight.
I haven't got to see that yet.
It's good insight.
Because you remember her? I interviewed her, and I've interviewed a lady called Emily. That's going to come on as well. One of the guys, Salido this weekend is fighting as well.
Who's fighting this weekend?
Salido versus Mikey Garcia.
Oh, Mikey Garcia versus
yeah.
So Orlandis, Salito.
Yeah.
I got Thingy winning that fight.
I'm gonna make a few. Who else is fighting
I
this
got
weekend?
Salito that fight, huh?
Who? Golovkin and Rosado, and we've got Mikey Garcia and Orlando Salido. Right.
Yeah.
I'm starting something. Yeah. So basically, I'm predicting Salido to win, and I'm predicting Golovkin to win. So if anybody, including you two, because I'm going to start picking fights, and for the year, let's see who comes. Whoever wants to go head to head with me on fights I predict, or what I mean, who wants to go head to head and see who wins the most, I'm ready. There's not going to be no price, so I'm stating right here, Golovkin and Salido.
But that's over because they're the favourites, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but somebody might pick different. I mean,
pick
we got a whole. Remember, it's a whole year. It's a whole year.
Man, I know, but right now that's the same picks I've got because they're the favourites.
Actually, the Americans are saying that that's probably the most worst mismatches of the year so far.
Well, Mikey Garcia's not a mismatch.
It's not a mismatch.
Thingy. Rosado is. What the fuck? He's moving up. Rosado is, man. He's gonna get pinballed, mate.
You think so?
He's gonna get pinballed, mate. He's gonna get knocked around, mate. You're gonna get knocked around. That Golovkin is nothing to be joked, man. That Golovkin is you know what I mean? He hits real hard, like, and Thingy doesn't hit that hard. He doesn't hit hard, and
he's too slow. Rosado's too slow.
He doesn't hit hard in one. He looks the part. He doesn't hit hard in 154. You know what I mean?
And when I say slow physically, he's slow of thought. Like when I saw him fighting, like he done well, but he seemed like he had to overthink and like he was over practiced. You know, sometimes it sounds a bit weird, man. Like he was doing things and it was like, oh, let me try that because I remember that. It wasn't instinctive. I think that's probably the word, you know. But you never know. It's just two men in the ring, man. You know what I mean? You never know. This is a big shot.
He says he's going to give it a go, but when you're going to give it a go against somebody who's a middleweight and a strong middleweight, it's all right coming up and saying you're middleweight,
yeah,
but Golovkin's a strong
middleweight. Is Golovkin this animal like everyone's saying?
Yeah, you know what? We're jumping on this hype train too early, man. Because I don't know what with Golovkin. Everyone's just hyping him, but we don't know. Hey, there's Quentin Tarantino's angry about sorry. That Golovkin, we don't know, you know. The jury's still out on him.
Well, Proska, as everyone was rating Proska up, and then Golovkin smashed it, but
I wasn't rating Proska.
I wasn't rating Proska. The man lost to Kerry Holt.
Yeah, but everyone say, well, Proska, well, you know, in the UK.
It shouldn't have been, if you say it was a robbery, it shouldn't have been close enough for me. I mean, even Darren Barker banged out Kerry. Darren Barker rarely scores knockouts. He banged over Kerry Holt. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure. I was never rating Proska. He tries to be the European Roy Jones or something, innit? I mean, what was he doing in there?
Would you ever put him in the? Would you ever put Barker in the ring with Golovkin?
Who's that? Barker. Yeah. No, I'd put him in with Proska.
You put him in the ring with Proska, but you wouldn't put him in the ring with Barker.
No, I don't think Barker really deserves big fights. Who's Barker really fought? He fought some guy, McDermott, I think a Liverpool guy. I don't know who he was. He knocked him out, or he beat him. But who's he really fought? I don't know.
Them guys don't fight no one, man.
They don't fight nobody.
You see what I'm trying to say? They don't fight no one. They come up here and they build these names up, and they ain't fought no one, man.
Martin Murray. How did Martin Murray's getting title shots everywhere? How?
Yeah, because he's a rollover.
What you're basically, I'm not going to say nothing. What you're basically saying is basically repeating what's been said on the interview with me and Steve Goodwin. So I'm going to upload that video now. It might take some time to upload it, but as soon as I do, I'll post it out to you guys.
Okay.
All right, man. You gone, yeah?
Yeah, guys, thank you so much.
Take care, man.
I love talking to you guys boxing. You just keep it real.
All right, Ingram, take care, bro. Bless me.
And as soon as I post that video on Tyson for you, I'm sure it's going to cause complete chaos.
All right.
Next week sometime, yeah?
I will do.
All right, take care. Next week.
Take care.
Right, see you, mate.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
Huh? Yeah, like, boy. Martin Murray and them, how they get title shots?
They get title shots because they know they're there to lose, innit? They're there to lose, man. They're not there to like, actually compete. They might try and that, but them man is ready to get rolled over. That's what I'm saying about. Right? That's what's talking about. That man like what's his name? Gavin Rees, and what's the other guy's name? Who's the other boy's name? Billy Joe Saunders.
Yeah.
And what's the other guy's name? The one who beat Witter.
Oh, all right, Frankie.
Oh
Gavin.
man, come on. Let's sweep them on. Let's sweep them out. Let's get rid of them, man.
Yeah, but the thing is, I knew Gavin through his amateur career. I knew Rees from beating Mumbayo and fighting Katelnik.
Yeah,
right?
And they get beat by Katelnik.
But the thing with Martin Murray, right? Before he fought Felix Sturm, I just heard this guy from Britain is fighting Felix Sturm. I said, hold on, I live in Britain. I follow boxing. I've never heard of him. Who is he?
Yeah, he just come out of nowhere, innit?
And okay, he got a draw, whatever it was. But how did he get the shot in the first place?
Exactly, bro. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
They like fighting English fighters, innit? They love fighting English fighters, man. They love fighting English fighters because English fighters, I don't know, man. One of them boys got a fascination over it. He's got his hands over it regularly.
Who's
I don't know how Gavin Rees even got the shot at Broner. What the fuck has he done? Yeah, is he even the European champion?
I don't think he is.
Why did he even get a shot? Who's his promoter?
Yeah, just giving Broner a supposed rollover.
He needs that, man.
It's supposed to be a rollover, but I don't like that fight. Not because because it's so easy. It's too easy.
But you just want to get rid of
it. But what I'm saying is, it's so easy. You can see Broner probably get cut or something. He might get.
But you see, the thing is, yeah. Look, if you look on it, like boxing's a pay thing, right? He's making bare money. He's won the prize fighter, right? If you look at it, and he's getting a world title shot. Why not? Why not? You know, this is good for him, Gavin Rees. Even though maybe I don't think he's good for him. He's won the prize fighter. He ain't done nothing really since. Had one fight since, and now he's getting a world title shot. Now he's gonna cash out big. He's gonna cash out.
Yeah, well, I mean, like it's always good when fighters make some money, isn't it? So
yeah, that's what's happened.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Fast track.
Yeah,
Bammy could have been actually Bammy wouldn't have been in that position, but you know what I mean? He's made some money and then he's cashing out. That's what it is. He's cashing out. Yeah. The fight world title, and that's it. Because after this, there's nowhere for him to go. You know what I mean? There's nowhere else for Gavin Rees to go. He actually has to drop down a weight. Yeah, because after what happened in light what Katelnik did to him. Katelnik, yeah, put the beating of his life on him. You know that? That beating Katelnik, probably he was going to retire from that beating. You know.
Well,
that was such a beating.
It looks like he's got another one to come. It looks like he's got another one to come. But
he's got nice. Yeah, look, Gavin. This is English. Yeah, it's dark what they're doing to Gavin Rees because Burns really needs to get that beating. You know.
Yeah. But in a way, you're right. I've got Broner a heavy favorite, but it's a great position for Rees because no one expects him to win. Yeah. Right. He's got. Well, you got a few crazy Englishman who thinks they can do something, right? But that's just fanaticism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got nothing to. He just go out there and fight his fight. If he gets blown out, he gets blown out.
He's gonna get blown out, man. He's gonna get blown out. He's fighting
5 rounds. 5 rounds?
No, it'd be just what? He would never let him go that. Never. They're just gonna put a beating on him, and that's that. That is that. You have to do that. That's what you gotta do, though. Real interest. That's what you gotta do to them. You know, you can't be messing around. You can't be seen to be messing around with these guys, man. You know what I mean? He's just gonna make him look bad. You know what I mean? You have to blow him out.
If you give Broner a hard fight, boy, I'll be like,
he could never. Look, hey, listen. See, the thing is, you can tell what's gonna happen to him. If you look at stylistically, Kotelnik, yeah, is slow plodder, right? And then Kotelnik, when he gets Amir Khan, he was struggling. So the people, and see what happened with Gavin Rees. He's got his arm reach is ridiculously short, right? He got fast hands, yeah, but the reach of the arms is ridiculous. It's so short, right?
Yeah.
Broner is gonna be so quicker than him. Yeah, his defense as well, and beat him up. Broner hit so hard. Like anybody, like a body shot, it'll just stop him with a body shot or a headshot.
Yeah, it's gonna be a beat down, isn't it? It's gonna be a beat down.
I see the uppercut Broner does.
Yeah.
Gavin, because he's a short guy, he's red for that, isn't it?
Yeah. It's hard to foresee anything but pain for Gavin.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. So I like Gavin that he's going, even though I diss it, yeah. I look at the thing, I give him credit for going up, but he had a nice little payday. He won the prize fighter, right? And now he's got a world title shot. You know what I mean? He's been a world champion, holding a belt, a version of a world belt. You know what I mean? He didn't defend it. He didn't defend it. Now he's getting a second title. This is his second title shot in his career. You know what I mean? At a lighter weight. But, but look, he's fighting, he should fought Ricky Burns. Burns would have beat the fuck out of him, though.
Well, Gavin Rees.
Oh, Burns would have beat him up, man. Burns would have beat him up. You see how Burns is? I didn't know Burns is so big and strong. Burns is big and he's coming to his prime as well.
I think it would have been more even than that,
What?
It would have been an even fight.
No. See, Rees, yeah? Rees is not a 12-round fighter, innit? He can't fight 12 rounds and he struggles, innit? He can fight 12 rounds, I mean. But like against the guys who hit that hard, they struggle. Burns would have beat the crap out of him. Burns is better in every department. He's stamina, he hits harder. You know what I mean? He's younger. I would have beat him in every department.
I don't know. Gavin's not bad at counterpunching at a certain level.
He's too short. He wouldn't. Thing would have used that jab on him. He wouldn't even got in. He would have beat him like so. That's why they did. Why do you think Frank Warren wanted that fight badly? They wouldn't take it. So what they're doing, they're cashing out on Gavin Rees. They're cashing out. That's what you got to do. You cash out. There's nothing you can do with him. They threw him to the wolves, innit? If he wins, great. If he loses, then boy, you know what I mean? Where do you go from here? There's nowhere else to go. You wanna be a gatekeeper.
Well,
like Audley's a gatekeeper now. He's officially a gatekeeper.
Audley, yeah, from long time I get. He's a gatekeeper, man.
I call him a gatekeeper when he was getting into the other fight. I call him a gatekeeper now, though.
Is Dereck Chisora a journeyman? He is, isn't he? Really?
Dereck a journeyman.
Yeah.
Dereck. Yeah, he's like that. He's a journeyman in the world scene.
Yeah,
he's like Kevin Johnson. He's like Kevin Johnson, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, he lost to his first test was against a contender, like a rising.
I think he's trying to sell him. I can think he's trying to sell it. I think he's trying to sell that fight. Frank Warren's trying to sell that fight.
He has to fight to get out of journeyman level now. You know what I mean? Like, there's no point having honourable defeats. You know what I mean? Like,
no one wants Dereck, man. No one wants Dereck. I'm telling you, bro. Beats. I'm telling you, bro. I can't see this break getting a license, bro.
Yeah, it looks a wrap for him now, man.
It's a wrap, like.
Yeah, he'll struggle to beat to beat Price or thing. I think he could do it though.
Nah,
if he was fully focused.
He ain't beating them two.
No.
He's not beating them two. He don't hit that hard. It's like people. The thing is, when I look at people like Joe Frazier, right? Joe Frazier's sunk about him. You looked at him, you think that he don't look that bad. He don't look that bad. And when you start feeling that left hook, it's the truth. Yeah. That left hook was the truth. Now Dereck Chisora hasn't got nothing for that. He hasn't got no pattern punch. He don't hit that hard enough. You know what I mean?
He doesn't throw his punches properly as well.
It's not correctly, man. It's the whole thing. This whole game, it's like this whole game. You know what I mean? The thing is, he's got desire and will, and now his number one thing is gone. His chin.
Yeah.
His claim to fame was he's got a good chin, that granite chin of his, and now he's been broken up. So what you got left now?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He's just there.
Was there something? There seems like there's something missing out, a spark he's missing from, like in the press conference. I don't know what it was, man. He just seemed like
lost weight. Nah, it's the loss of weight.
The swag is gone, man.
He already lost his chick, innit? Probably lost his chick, and like, innit? It's quite. You know what? He probably went for a quite depressing bit, bro, because you haven't got your boxing license, and they constantly keep bothering him, innit? The people keep fucking bothering him regularly.
I think the loss to Hay really affected him, man, as well.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so, but I think the purse, bro. You know what I mean? He gave away half his money, you know, from one of thingy's charities, you know, as well. You know that?
Yeah.
Give that dick away, bro. That's why he's skinny.
Yeah, he look mager, innit? I mean,
He ain't got no money. He ain't got no money, man. He ain't got no money. He's starving, innit?
he looked mager. I was looking at him saying, I look so mager. I mean, something to look. And he had the hoodie up as well, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't really want to.
It's cold, you know. It's cold, you know. Today was cold.
Yeah, no one else had a hoodie on.
Yeah, because they're plums, innit? Because they got world belts. And he hasn't got a fight. So he knows he hasn't got a fight. He just they told him this. They told him, Dereck, let's turn up. Because why I need to turn up for? This is how they talk to me now. They go, why I need to turn? I'm sure he said this. Why I need to turn up for? I ain't even got a fight. Yeah, let's turn up. You know what I mean? You know, turn up, look the part, say that we give a fight, and we just say something, innit? You know how it go, Dereck. So that's what they told him, innit? He knows that. He just turned up.
Wow. Rough old game, man. Rough old game. Yeah, I've got Vasquez outclassing Burns. Outclassing him.
It's gonna be hard though. It's gonna be a furnace in London though. So you know what? Yeah, you know what? I think Ingram put a good point. And judges and shit, he can get robbed out here. You know that. They might rob him out here. You know that.
Yeah, that's the only way he's gonna get it. I just don't see Burns in that class.
But you rate Vasquez quite highly, don't you?
Yeah, I do. When I say rate him, I don't think he's a ticket seller. I think he's beatable. I think he's one of them.
That's why Burns. That's why they chose him.
Yeah, there was one guy like there's. I mean, I won't say his name in school, and like he looked beatable, man. He was a year above me. He looked very like he looked like a victim. But no, that's a wrong analogy. But he's a very good boxer, man.
Nah, but people don't. The thing is, yeah, you gotta look at the circumstances. I don't know why the fuck, yeah, you give up your fucking thing. What, you can't get Vegas? You know what I mean? How the fuck you coming to London?
Can't sell out Vegas. That's why.
But you see, exactly. So no one wants him. And
the
if
Mexican fans ain't claiming it.
Frank Warren knows, yeah, that Ricky Burns can't get hurt by him. You know what I mean? Because you fight that Vasquez guy. Yeah, he's the number 2 or whatever, but he's not gonna nash. Like, there's a good chance Ricky could beat him. You know what I mean? And it's home. They gave all the advantages to Ricky. So if Ricky turns up and puts good effort, Ricky could probably beat him, right? But
if you think about it, really, yeah, all the Mexican fighters who fight in America, like who come over to like Chavez and Canelo,
they don't come over here.
They don't come over here because they don't need to.
Yeah, but who's their promoter? Who's Vasquez's promoter?
I'm not even too sure.
Exactly. If you haven't got who, Bob. If you haven't got who, De La Hoya.
Yeah.
You haven't got one of them, then you're getting sold down the river.
He's got no choice but make these moves.
Well, it looks like he's gave up. I'm a world champion. I'm a fucking come over here. I'm not doing that, beast. I ain't doing that. I don't care who the fuck you are. I'm not coming.
Yeah, but you're gonna starve then. You're gonna end up skinny like Dereck.
I'm a world champion. Why the fuck?
It doesn't matter if you're world champion. If you can't sell your fights, that belt doesn't mean. You see, his last fight, right, was against Gesta, right? The only reason that fight was made, because everybody knew Gesta was limited. I knew Gesta was going to lose, but because Gesta was from the Philippines and he's one of their hopes, so he helped sell the fight. He might be the champion, but he's not even selling fights.
That's what I'm trying to tell you about. You telling me about why is that Broner not fighting thing, and this is what I was trying to tell you. I don't even know who Vasquez is. He's so boring.
Well, exactly. That's why it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I know, but that's what. Yeah, but he's gonna. What now? It'll happen. It happened now because look, their unification bout and the winner out of these ones gonna fight. So that the winner, they already know they're gonna fight Finn because
it's still even look. Vasquez beating Burns ain't gonna prove nothing over America. It's not gonna prove anything, right? I tell you, the only weight that fight is gonna have weight for is Burns, because Burns has a contingency. He's got Box Nation. Vasquez ain't got shit.
Oh yeah. No, but no. But what I'm saying to you, it's being shown in America. Whoever wins that fight, they're gonna fight Burns. They're gonna fight Broner.
Nah, trust me. Look.
Yeah, but hear me
out, and you can come back here.
No. Listen. You already said, yeah, right? You already pointed out that he hasn't got no following. He needs the people. So, Broner's a big name. He has to fight him because he hasn't got no money. He has to go here and
yeah,
go
but
there.
Broner doesn't need him. Broner don't need him.
I know Broner doesn't need him, but I'm wanting to say to you, I know that already. But he will though. He will fight him because end of the day, he's got 2 versions of the belts, and Broner everyone knows Broner's the man. Broner's the cash cow in the division. Broner and Burns are the cash cows in the division. Broner and Burns are the cash cows in the division. That's why Vasquez, would rather fight Burns than he'd fight Broner. Because at the end of the day, you could beat Burns, and Burns thinks he can beat Vasquez, so there's a more even. That's a 50-50 fight. I mean, me, you don't see it as 50-50, but it's a 50-50 fight. And now,
it's not. It's not actually.
No. Listen, it is because you know the home court. See, Ingram brought a good point. The home court advantage and the fucking judges.
Yeah, the fans ain't going in the ring.
No, we know. Come on, Beats. Be honest now. The home court advantage, right? The home court advantage with the people there. You got to fucking deal with them people chatting shit, right? And then you got to deal with the fucking judges. And because he's so, I don't know how he's gonna fight. It might be a passive fight. Every time Burns hits him, the crowd's going crazy. You know how they're influenced by that shit. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? That's home court. It's probably favoured in Burns. Everything's favoured for Burns to win. You know, Burns just got to show up and fucking do a decent job, and they'll win the fight. Even though Thing probably might win the fight, they'll give it to Burns because they want that big money fight happening.
Well, they're trying to swing it in his favour. Obviously, they're trying. He's
gonna put short work on that Gavin Rees. I'll tell you that, man. He's gonna put short work on him. And the thing is, they're quite smart, right? They're quite smart. They just look at the last time Rees got beat. If they look at the Katalnik beating, they look how Katalnik beat him and just do that blueprint, and they'll beat the crap out of him. They'll beat the crap out of him. You know that.
I didn't really see that fight.
It was disgusting, bro. You haven't seen it?
No. Was it one-sided all the way through? Yeah?
I was what, bruv? He beat the bruv. Do you want to do it? Do you want to do a commentary? Can we do a commentary on that? I'm serious, bruv. If watch out, bruv. Revisit that fight. It was a beating, bruv.
Yeah, it was that bad, yeah.
Hey, it was a beating. It was revisit that fight, and you revisit that fight with me, and you see a complete beating.
Damn. So you reckon three rounds, yeah?
Huh?
3 rounds.
What? Thing Burns?
Yeah. No. Gavin.
Broner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Under 3, man. I'm like under 3, man. Under 3. You can't get any further than that. He's just gonna put some beating in the body shots as well, and there's too much, man. You look, man. You should let me find that Katalnik fight, bro. It's just nasty, you know. You see Katalnik, you know what Katalnik did to him, Beats? He just bullied him. He just bullied him. He bullied him like a little boy, you know, because he knows he's little as well, innit?
But it took him a long. I mean, it was late, quite a late round stoppage, isn't it?
Yeah, because he was enjoying beating him up.
Okay.
He enjoyed beating him up. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn. Well, we'll see. A lot of shit happening. And Golovkin versus Rosado, and then that's this weekend coming. And we got. I want to see Salido and Garcia because I think Garcia's gonna make a fight of it.
Yeah, I'm sure. The thing is, if he's like his brother, Roberto Garcia, he's gonna go out on his shield, innit? He doesn't mind. He doesn't mind just getting back.
Oh, he's gonna fight to the last drop. He's not gonna do a Victor Ortiz. That's not gonna be him.
Yeah, nah, exactly.
Man ain't gonna do that. There's no way that's gonna happen. Not a Garcia, because even their dad a bad man. You know what I mean? I think they coached them up, and the dad brought them up hard. You know what I'm saying? The man can't do that cooking shit. That's not in their DNA.